space. Sun smoking on some NASA. Tidal wave at the crib, let's throw an after. Either way, you could stay or you could crash.
Ow. Damn. I can't believe I cut myself. Oh. I think I have Band-Aids. Yeah, I think I have Band-Aids. Are you kidding me? Whatever. I'm only out here for a day. It's fine. Yeah, I earned this one. Oh! Damn! Oh, good thing I brought Band-Aids. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh man. All right, it's not happening again. I got Band-Aids. I got like some gauze and some tape. We'll be good. What's making that noise, dude? What is that? Oh shit. Shit. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Help now. More than likely, one of those scenarios has happened to you. Hopefully not the last one, and hopefully with a little less catch-up. Anytime we're doing remote travel, we need to be our own first responder, and our distance and our time away from medical care plays a huge role into what we carry with us on a daily basis. Now, you don't need a hospital in your truck, but you do need to be prepared. So we're gonna talk about med kits today, our first video in our series, Back to the Basics. We're gonna go through 3 levels of med kits. We're gonna talk about a basic kind of boo-boo kit, an intermediate kit, and then an emergency kind of life-saving kit. So stay tuned, let's talk about med kits. Here's an issue with overlanding. There's so much cool stuff to buy, whether it's fire pits, whether it's drones, cooking equipment. It's all fun, sexy stuff that we probably use on a daily basis while we're camping or overlanding. One thing we don't really use on a daily basis is medical kits. It's not as fun. It's something that we don't either see or use all the time, so we forget about it. However, doesn't mean it's not important. Study found that 23% of people will get hurt during their next camping, overlanding, hiking trip. And that could be something minor. It could be a cut, it could be a bruise, or it could be something more serious, fracture, broken bone, or it could be something life-threatening. Having a med kit doesn't have to be expensive, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Let's talk about our first kit, the boo-boo kit. Let's talk about an entry-level med kit, level 1 boo-boo kit, whatever you want to call it, and why it's important. Again, this isn't medical advice, it's just my opinion from things I've learned throughout my travels. First off, it doesn't take up a lot of space. I mean, this thing's tiny. You can throw it in your glove box, you could throw it in your backpack, you could throw it anywhere, and it's right there ready to go. It doesn't have to cost a lot. I know people think, and they hear, oh, medical equipment, med kits, and they think it costs a lot. Everything in this entry-level kit came from the Dollar Tree. This can handle probably the majority of the issues you're gonna have at camp or on the road. This can help turn or keep small problems from becoming bigger ones. Prevent cuts from getting infected, prevent you from getting a worse blister, simple things like your lips from being chapped and kind of ruining your day. Ultimately, the goal of this is to keep you on the road longer so you don't have to turn back or just have a bad time in general. So let's dive into this kit. First thing, you saw me open one earlier. It's one of these little first aid portable packs. They carry a few different sizes Band-Aids and some sterile wipes. They come in handy all the time. I keep like 2 of these in all my vehicles, all my bags for work, all my hiking kits, my fanny packs. They're compact and they have a lot of stuff you need, and they're resealable. Waterproof Band-Aid or blister Band-Aid. These are great if you're, you know, on a hike, get a blister, throw this on, it'll help you out. Some kind of painkiller. You can buy these pre-packaged packs that you can just toss out to your friends if they need it. My wife's always getting headaches. I'm always dehydrated, so I always need one of these. Medical tape. I'm always using my hands, and that's always where I seem to get cut. And anytime I put a Band-Aid on my hands, it always seems to fall off. Keeping medical tape on there to maybe wrap up the Band-Aid goes a long way. It'll make a big difference. Gloves, you never know. Extra alcohol pads, whether it's just to wipe your hands off or you need to disinfect a little bit more. I always keep a few of these. Again, everything here has come from the Dollar Tree. Except for this, some kind of rehydration pack. This is an Element electrolyte drink mix. You could get a drip drop. You could do a plethora of different things, but you never know when you're going to be dehydrated, so these always come in handy. That's pretty much everything I carry in my level 1 kit. Oh, sorry, and chapstick. My lips are always chapped. Again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. This is just what I like to carry. So that's my level 1 kit. This one's too hot. This one's too cold. This one's just right. Level 2 intermediate kit. I think this is one of the most important, and it's one that people don't focus enough about. A lot of us carry Band-Aids. A lot of us carry tourniquets. What happens if something is right in between those? One's not enough and one's too much. The level 2 kit is perfect for that. I carry everything that was in the level 1 kit and then some. And I also start carrying like over-the-counter medication in this one. So let's dive a little bit into what is in this one. I carry some kind of adhesive bandage to help wrap up injuries. Some kind of elastic support bandage if someone twists an ankle or something like that on a hike. Medication. I carry a whole mix of different kind of over-the-counter medications, or if it's prescriptions that me or my wife need, I always keep them on hand for us in case of emergencies. But I keep a whole mix of things in here, from Benadryl, from aspirin to sleeping pill. You never know what you're going to encounter, and having over-the-counter medications is huge. And I keep gauze. That's a really big one to help kind of bridge that gap. I keep roll gauze, and I keep these gauze, small gauze pads. Comes in handy with those self-adhering bandages as well as the medical tape. So, yeah, and a pair of shears. This can be intimidating. Like I said, it's everything that was in the level 1 kit and level 2 kit I keep in here. If it's something you're not really comfortable buying, I highly suggest looking into austere medical consultants. They're not paying me for this. I really like this product. It is awesome because you can buy the kit from Cana Provisions. You can buy their minor incident kit and their over-the-counter medical solutions kit. The over-the-counter medical solutions kit carries a bunch of different over-the-counter medicines that come in handy. And on the back, you can even write down what you used. This has a lot of the things that came in the level 2 kit, from dressings, gauzes, pads, bandages, waterproof bandages, things like that. And it's really great because it's resealable. So I like this. Buy it, put it in a pack, throw it in your truck. You're good to go. Now let's talk about the last one, level 3, trauma, advanced, IFAC, whatever you want to call it. This is for emergencies, life-threatening emergencies where medical care might be days away, hours away, or where someone's going to die immediately. The thing about this gear, this medical equipment is only as good as your level of training. So having this stuff is great, but knowing how to use it is important. Another thing, this equipment, this level of medical equipment needs to be a reputable brand. There's a lot of brands floating out there. I highly suggest you do your research about what is best, because last thing you want to do is try to save someone's life with some inferior equipment. So do your research. And let's dive a little bit in. Tourniquets. Again, something you're gonna need training on, but really important for stopping bleeding. One thing people don't think about is the number of tourniquets they carry on them. Well, I have 4 limbs, so should I carry 4 on me? And okay, my wife's with me, do I carry 4 more? Just something to think about. Gauze, really important for packing a wound, wrapping a wound. Same thing, you can buy this quick clotting gauze over the counter as well. Chest seals, again, something just to think about. NPA, some kind of pressure dressing, emergency blanket, and a CPR mask. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you how to use these things, what you should carry on you. This is just advice, but none of that equipment works without training. So make sure you get training. We'll talk about it more at the end. Some things to consider when placing our med kit in our vehicle. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I have Alzheimer's. I forget where I put things all the time, and I forget little details. These need to be somewhere where someone can easily find them and where you can remember where you put them. Last thing you want is to need a medical kit and you forget where you put it because you stashed it away somewhere to try and save space, and then you can't remember. Worse, you get so hurt that you can't get to it and you need to describe to somebody where it is. It needs to be easy. Hey, in the Kimbo, on the left-hand side in the wire basket. With that being said, what does it look like? Some recommendations. Hey, red for medical, easy to find. Does it have some kind of luminescence on it so people can see it in the dark? Does it have a cross on it so people know it's a medical bag? If it doesn't have those things, you need to remember what it looks like. Hey, grab the camo bag with the orange pulls on it. Little things like that can make a big difference. All right, it's getting pretty windy out here, so I'm gonna wrap it up. A few last minute things. Know what's in your med kit and make sure everything's there and make sure nothing's expired. You use something in the field, make sure you replace it. Know how to use the items that are in your med kit. Last thing you want is to have to use something on a friend or yourself to maybe save their life and you don't know how to use it. So having the equipment's great, knowing how to use it's even more important. That leads into our last point. Get some training. Go on the Red Cross's website. They offer a plethora of courses from wilderness first aid, CPR, stop the bleed. Reach out to people in your community. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge who would love to impart it on you. Big shout out, I can't speak highly enough of Lincoln Gear Company for providing these pouches for today's video, and Cana Provisions. They provided a lot of the stuff for this video and for our next video in the Back to the Basics series where we talk about water. Both amazing companies. I can't speak highly enough about both of them. They're not paying us to say this. I love the work that they put out, the product. They really care about their customer. Reach out to them, they'll answer any questions. We'd love to give out 7 med kits to new Overlanders for free. We want to help people out who are just getting started. So if you know somebody who'd be interested in a med kit, preferably someone new who's just getting into it, shoot us a message on Instagram, shoot us a message on YouTube, share our video, tag us, tag some people, and we'll get it out to them. I'll have more details on when we're going to do that. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next video in the Back to the Basics series where we talk about water. And I love y'all. Bye.
Sun smoking on some NASA. Tidal wave at the crib, let's throwing after. Either way, you could stay or you could crash. Yeah. Tidal wave.